just like everyone else, I'm very thankful to be here today among Livermore-Granada Boosters board members, school administrators, and the parents and families who have supported all of us. I'm very honored to be a finalist alongside some of the most outstanding student athletes from Livermore-Granada High School that I've ever seen. Writing this speech, we're asked to share what pushed us towards our accomplishments and how we've gotten here. To accomplish so many things, not just in the past 4 years, but in the entirety of our lives that has led us to be standing here in front of all of you today. I'm sure, like some of the other finalists here, and finalists of the past, I couldn't come up with the words to start to really explain my experience as an athlete and student at Livermore High. To say the very least, the last 4 years have felt like a million and like the blink of an eye all at once, which I didn't know was possible. Sometimes it is hard to even remember what life was like 4 years ago and who I was when I first stepped on campus and started a new chapter of my life. As I looked back on my high school experiences, there was one moment that stood apart from the rest. September 2018, I'm a freshman at the ripe age of 14, playing the first high school varsity water polo game of my career. I was extremely excited to make the team, but little did I know, our first game had it in for me. We were playing Santa Ramon Valley, at the time, the #1 best team in the entire East Bay Athletic League for women's water polo. Now, you hear rumors here and there, but I went into this game thinking, how bad can it be, right? Well, to say the least, I was wrong. It can be very bad. I wish I could say I remembered the game perfectly, but at this point in time, it is a complete whirlwind, and all I can tell you is that it was a full hour of realizing, boy, I have a lot of work cut out for me, and I should probably get into better shape for this. We ended up losing 19-5, which was not the way I saw my first high school season starting out. But the thing that stuck out to me was that some of the older girls on the team were really happy about that score, and I was awestruck, completely and utterly confused. How can a loss by 14 points ever be a good thing? Well, after asking around, it turns out that that was the best we had ever done against Santa Ramon Valley in almost 4 years. In all my time being an athlete and all the sports I've played, baseball, basketball, summer swim, you name it, I had never seen such positivity in such a severe loss. I grew up in a family with 2 other siblings, and we were always competing to be the best. I would even go as far as to say I'm the most competitive of the 3 of us. My sister played basketball. I tried it out and wanted to do better. My brother swam a pretty fast 50 freestyle. Let me try and beat that time. Being the youngest, I wanted to follow in their footsteps, but only if I was doing a little bit better. This mindset always carried over with me into my school in athletics, and I always wanted to be on the winning team or to be in the A+ group for a school project. So I guess you could say this game was a little bit of a wake-up call to me. As the season went on, we won some games and we lost some games, but we stuck together and worked to improve little by little. I'd already been playing the sport for 5 years at the time, but now it was different. Now I had the space to learn and grow and look for the little things in each game, each possession, each opportunity to make something good out of what can definitely look like a bad situation. This carried on throughout high school, especially in the onset of a worldwide pandemic, where being a water athlete became very difficult, as was said before, considering all the pools in the area were completely shut down. I'm glad to say, in the past year, where life has become somewhat normal again, I was able to finish out my senior year still finding ways to be a better student, athlete, and person. Now, I would love to bring this full circle and say that we came back senior year and pulled out an amazing win against Santa Ramon Valley, but with a score of 21-5, that could not be farther from the truth. But what is true is that without these losses, I never would have been able to reach for the wins, whether that is in sports, school, or my personal life. And I probably wouldn't have had the honor to stand here and be giving this speech either. So thank you, Santa Ramon Valley, and all the other top-ranking e-ball teams, swimmers, and athletes I have lost against. Because without you, I would not be able to learn from my mistakes and make wins like standing here today happen. Thank you.